Hey everybody, I hope you all had a Merry Christmas and are going to have a Happy New Year. I did my video last week for my top 10 favorite holdback females from 2020, and once I finished the video I realized I actually only showed 9 of them. So I'm going to start this video out with showing the 10th snake from that video, and then we're going to go into my top 10 favorite holdback males from this year. And actually I brought a bonus one too. I couldn't decide. It's really tough. I mean, I could probably show a top 10 clown male video only, and probably that with Pied as well and some others, but I kind of wanted to just keep it to 10 total, so it was really hard to do. So anyway, I snuck an 11th male in here, I think. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 males. So anyway, you get a little bonus snake too. So anyway, this is the female here. This is a black pastel Inchi, toffee or Talpino. I'm not quite sure. Came from I bred a Talpino Inchi to a black pastel Talpino. So you can get albinos, toffies, and Talpinos in that combo. And this definitely looks way different than any regular black pastel, I'm sorry, any black pastel Talpino or toffee that I've ever produced. And it looks very different from any Inchi toffee or Talpino that I've ever produced. So I'm sure this is a black pastel Inchi. I'm just not 100% sure about the Talpino or toffee. I think that if it was a pure toffee, the lavenders would be coming in a little bit stronger. It looks, I mean, it's pretty high contrast the way it is right now, but just the way that a regular toffee Inchi looks and the way a regular black pastel toffee looks, I would expect that the lavenders would be a little bit darker, but who knows, maybe the combination of the two kind of keep it with this type of look. Anyway, it's just an awesome snake. You can see the nice dark ruby red eyes. That's pretty typical of a toffee. A lot of Talpinos have darker eyes than albinos too. Actually, they all do, as far as I could tell. But really dark eyes. Gorgeous snake. Okay, and that's going to lead right into the first male. This is a Talpino Inchi Leopard. So imagine breeding that to that someday. This one's just starting to get its colors in. You can see a lot of like pinks and a little bit of lavender in there, oranges, yellows. I mean, just a beautiful snake. Inchi and leopard just go hand in hand so nicely, especially when you mix it into the albino or lavender or toffee grouping of snakes. Let me put this one back. So yeah, this one started off white and a nice deep yellow, and then pretty quickly the lavender starts coming in, and then the Inchi influence actually turns the lavender a little bit more pinkish color. This thing will look incredible as an adult. Hatched fairly recently, so it's not very big. Obviously it won't be breeding in 2021, but 2022 he should be ready to roll. Okay, my next one here, this little guy is a Paradox Cherry Bomb. So it's a Paradox Albino Super Mojave. And Paradox happens pretty randomly. I just like the way they look. And you know, when I'm taking care of all my snakes, I like to have the most interesting ones to look at. And this one is just more interesting. It's got a little bit more personality to it than a typical cherry bomb. So that's why I held on to this one. The paradoxing probably won't come through in any of its babies or offspring, but I don't care. At least it's a really cool snake to look at. Look at those nice deep yellows blushing on the sides there, and even its head. Look at that. So I'm hoping to produce a lot more cherry bombs in the future. I don't really see very many of them out there for sale, and they're really cool and they seem to be pretty popular. I haven't had too much trouble selling any of them when I have them available, which isn't all that often. He's getting some good size on him. He should be ready to breed by late spring. I don't know if I'll actually use him for anything. I don't have very many albino Mojave females that are ready to breed, so I'm not sure if he'll be ready to go by then or not. Okay, the next one that I'm going to show you is a lavender albino Inchi leopard spider. I was hoping to hit on a male like this without spider in it, just because I don't want to produce a lot of spiders. I do like spiders, and I'll probably always have some, but I actually hatched out 2 males like this and no males like this without spider, so I had to keep one with spider in it. But I just love, I mean, look at the colors on that. What the Inchi and the leopard does to the spider gene with lavender is just an awesome result. I have pretty big plans for him in the future. Okay, now here's another one. Like I said, I had a hard time figuring out, like, limiting this to just 10 or I guess 11 males, but I decided to show some of the more interesting hets that I have as well. This is a blackhead pastel yellow belly, and this is going to I'll be breeding, so I'm trying to breed the blackhead into the did I say this is a blackhead lesser or blackhead? I'm sorry. I would do another take, but you guys know I don't do 2 takes. It's a blackhead pastel yellow belly het lavender albino. I think I might have left the het lavender albino part out of it. So I want to get yellow belly into lavender albino, which I have, but I haven't produced any visuals yet. But I don't have the blackhead in lavender albino yet. So this guy will be really important to do that. And I just like him, even if he wasn't het lavender. I think this guy is just really, really cool. Look at that pattern. So I've got another blackhead male that I'm going to show you now. This is a blackhead lesser yellow belly. And this little guy here is het for clown. So imagine a clown version of that. That's the goal. And of course I won't just mix it with a regular clown. I'll probably do some kind of clown combo. I'm not really sure what yet, but I'll probably experiment and try like 3 or 4 different clown combo females with him just to see what comes out. But again, even just as a normal, even disregarding the fact that this is het clown, I just think it's really cool. I don't really have much for blackhead stuff overall, but man, from what I'm producing, I really like it. I kind of slept on that gene a little bit. There's just so many genes over the past 10 years or so that have come out that it was almost impossible to have them all. And I kind of pick and chose certain ones, and for some reason, for a while, I kind of strayed away from the darker genes. But man, I'm really starting to like them a lot. Really, really cool stuff. I just think these are 2 of my favorite holdbacks from this year, even though they're only hats. I can't wait to see the visuals. So I'll get some lavender albinos out of this, get some clowns out of that. I'm gonna put this one back. Okay, speaking of clowns, no video of mine would ever be complete without showing some clowns. So this is a hidden gene Woma granite yellow belly clown. the yellow belly really increased the blushing and the dark pattern, actually brightened the colors up a bit too. So I'm trying to figure out what other genes I want to throw into this. And the first female that I have that comes to mind that I want to breed this to is an Orange Dream Fire Clown. So then you could potentially get Orange Dream Fire, Yellow Belly, Hidden Gene, Woma Granite clowns. That's a mouthful. I really like what the Hidden Gene Woma does to clown. You know, just it gives it a pretty unique look, a real busy pattern, but just a unique look. It's different than anything else. And I've done bananas, pastel bananas with the Hidden Gene Woma Granite. Done Firefly, I think a couple others as well, but I'm just looking for that perfect combination that really makes that busy pattern pop with a bright background and nice high contrast. Okay, the next one I have here, speaking of contrast, it's kind of hard to get a lot of contrast in pastel banana clowns, but I think I've done it pretty well with this one. This is a pastel banana yellow belly spot nose clown. So I'd like to hatch one of these without pastel in it too, just because I think that the pastel does kind of wash the pattern out a little bit. You know, it's just hard sometimes when you have a limited number of breeder males and females. Sometimes you have to pair things together that maybe have a gene in there that you don't necessarily want in the offspring, and then it's just up to the odds of whether or not you hit on it. And I'm pretty happy with this. I mean, this is the only one of these that I've produced so far, so I had to keep this one back or none. So I decided, okay, well, I'll keep this back and I'll breed it into some other stuff, produce some nice combos. Some of them will have pastel in them, some of them won't. But as far as pastel banana clowns go, I think that, you know, they're cool looking. You just got to add the right other genes to it. And I think the spot noses and the yellow belly really helps with that a lot. It just increases that pattern, and, you know, who knows what other kind of genes I can throw in there to really screw around with the colors and everything. But I just thought this is a really, really cool snake, and it's going to be definitely the next generation of banana clown combos that I use here. I'm always upgrading. You know, first I started off with a regular pastel banana clown, and then I'm adding Inchi into it and spot nose and everything else, just trying to improve upon what I've already done. There's no point to really making the same things year after year. You always are, at least I always strive to improve and make more unique things and just cooler looking things. You know, I'm never satisfied with any of the ball pythons that I make. I want to make them better every year, and I'm kind of obsessive about that. Okay, here's another one that I love. This is a bongo clown, just a straight up normal bongo clown. And this guy's got a shot to breed this year yet. I've actually got a bongo het clown and a pastel bongo het clown female that I'm growing up, and they're probably about I'd say 1,200 grams right now. So I'm hoping to get this guy ready to breed maybe by February or March, and then start breeding him to those females later this year, and hopefully we can see what a super bongo clown looks like. And then I've actually got a pastel bongo het clown male breeder, and that's the father of this one. And I've been breeding him to some different females too, lesser clowns, and I can't even remember what other kind, but several different females. And I actually have a clutch hatching right now from pastel bongo het clown bred to a super pastel Inchi clown. That clutch is in the incubator in the middle of hatching right now, so I'm sure you guys will be seeing them in a video soon. I don't have too many clutches hatching anymore, so you'll probably see most of the clutches that I hatch out here over the next month or so. But I just love this. It gives a very unique look to clowns. Look at the colors on that head, and just the pattern is just different than a typical clown or most other clown combos. I really, really think that this combo is gonna be awesome once you mix in different colors and patterns. I mean, imagine spot nose in that, maybe leopard. I don't even know, GHI, you know, and I can do all that within the next year or so. So anyway, hopefully he'll be breeding fairly soon. Okay, the next one I have here is a Krypton. This particular snake is, what is it, a yellow belly fire Krypton. And he is actually 100% het for hide as well. So hopefully I can make some Krypton pieds coming up pretty soon. He won't make it to breed for the 2021 season, but should definitely be ready to go for 2022. So I'll probably breed him to a clown pied combo of some type, and hopefully get some clown pieds out of him, which would also have yellow belly and fire in it, and hopefully some Krypton pieds as well. I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, this next one here is, I had to get a genetic stripe in here. I do quite a bit with genetic stripe, and I wanted to make sure I represented that project. This is a banana cinnamon Inchi genetic stripe. And a lot of you guys that follow my videos, and also please like and subscribe. I've got, I produced this one with another one a couple of months ago, and the striping is coming out a lot more. Initially, these were pretty uniformly solid, like a real deep orange, and the striping kind of comes out as they get a little bit of age on them. So I'm hoping that this one stays cleaner and brighter color than a typical banana cinnamon genetic stripe. I'm hoping that the Inchi, because Inchi kind of works to jack up the colors a bit, and also should make the striping a little bit bolder on him as an adult. So that's a banana cinnamon Inchi genetic stripe. And the last one that I have to show, I believe this is number 11. I did not forget anybody this time, so yay me. This is a Coral Glow Mahogany pied. I just started working with Mahogany pieds, started producing them actually this year. And this is, I bred a Mahogany het pied to a Coral Glow and got him. So he's actually a female maker as well. This gives it kind of a different look to the colors. You know, it's a little bit similar to a black pastel Coral Glow pied, sorry, but definitely different. It's got more yellows and orange in it, and it's also heavier pattern. I produced, I think only 2 of these, but they both had more pattern than a typical Coral Glow black pastel pied. Actually, I'm gonna go grab one of those. Hang on just a second. So this is a Coral Glow black pastel pied. I have produced some with more pattern than this, but typically they're, you know, black pastel pieds in general are really high white. And also this one does have more of the lavender coloration to it, but that's more or less what most Coral Glow black pastel pieds look like. So you can see very, very different look to it. So I'd like to see if I could get Inchi into this, yellow belly, another shot of Mahogany pied into it. Actually, I'm hoping to cross this with black pastel and see what the black pastel Mahogany pied, Coral Glow pied ends up looking like. But some really, really cool stuff I think can be done with this. I really am liking these colors. All right, well, that is all of them. You got to see the one female I missed from last week and 11 of my favorite males from 2020, my holdback males. So hope you guys like that, and I will be back with another video soon. Don't forget to visit my website, royalconstrictordesigns.com, and I hope you all have a happy and safe new year, and let's look forward to an awesome 2021.